Your coffee break now costs more. Feel the pinch even on that bus ride. The PMK says it's an overdose of bitter pills.
I think I'll have to cut down my coffee cups or switch over to milk powder like that.
ஆனால் இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 6 ரூபாய் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க, 9 ரூபாய் கேட்குறாங்க. அதில் வந்துட்டு எல்லா மக்களுமே வந்துட்டு அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்க முடியாது.
The Tamil Nadu Congress chief refutes Chief Minister Jayalalitha's charge that non-Congress ruled states are getting a raw deal from the centre. A second shot at ending the Kudamkulam impasse fails as villagers are not convinced by the expert committee's assurances. The heat is still on. Officials of the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission vigilance sleuths raid the homes of 14 officials. An actor Parthiban's 50th movie Vithagan hits movie theatres today. Good evening and welcome to NDTV Hindu. As the clock strikes 8 this Friday evening, the day has left many of us wondering what next. It was fuel and now milk and bus fares making every penny count. After Amma's announcement of the hike for both these essentials, there could be a current hike as well, we are told. But before we get to that top story, the national headlines as well. Former cricket captain Naziruddin rubbishes claims of match fixing after calmly alleges that 1996 World Cup semi-final was fixed. The Prime Minister tells President Obama that some progress has been made in responding to US concerns on nuclear liability, but within the Indian law. Dr. Manmohan Singh raises the issue of disputes in South China Sea with the Chinese Premier. The New York police prevent protesters from shutting down Wall Street. More than 300 are arrested. And Mahesh Bhupati denies rumours of the Indian Express coming apart. They're concentrating on the London Masters for now. Now get set for some heartburn from the time you wake up and smell that filter coffee till the time you get home on a normal MTC bus. Milk and travelling by bus will now both cost a lot more. Chief Minister Jayalalitha has raised the price of milk from 17.75 rupees to 24 rupees a litre, and it is effective from today. In fact, in the city alone, the cheapest bus journey will cost rupees 3 instead of 2. The most expensive fare, meanwhile, which was earlier a 12 rupee ticket, will now cost you 14 rupees. There could be worse to come. We hear that the electricity department will suggest new prices soon. Consumer and service organizations of the city have urged the government to reconsider the hike in the milk price as well as the bus fare that was announced yesterday. They have also opposed the move to increase the power tariff. In fact, NDTV Hindu went across the city to bring you reactions from the common man who depends on that humble packet of milk for his morning chai, and says that this price hike after petrol and other essential commodities is certainly something that's not going down too well and will have a cascading effect. Take a listen. With the way prices are skyrocketing these days, it's getting more and more difficult for the common man to really maintain that household budget. It was fuel once and vegetables, and now the price of milk. Arvind's milk price has gone up from 17 to a 24 rupee hike, and many people, be it housewives or even others, are really feeling the pinch. I have Ms. Malati here, who is an officer with an insurance company. I believe you've just got 2 people at home, but you're still feeling the pinch pretty much?
Yes, very much. In Chennai particularly, the middle class and lower middle class, we depend on Arvind for most of the milk products. And as it is, we don't get those products. Even today, I didn't get the milk. And in spite of this, they increased the cost. We are finding it very difficult. I think I'll have to cut down my coffee cups or switch over to milk powder like that. And with all the petrol hike and other products price high, even this will, I think, will have a telling effect on the family budget also.
குழந்தைங்களுக்கெல்லாம் பால் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாகணும், அவசியம் பால் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாகணும். எல்லாருமே வெளியில் கிளம்புறதுக்கு முன்னாடி பால் காப்பி சாப்பிட்டு தான் இன்றைக்கி முதல் வேலையை எழுந்தது காப்பி தான். அதுக்கும்போது அந்த பால் விலை இருந்தபோது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்தான். 1 லிட்டருக்கு வந்து 6.25 ரூபா 7 ரூபா ஏற்றின போது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். ஏற்கனவே அவங்கவுங்க வறுமையில் வாடிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். கூலி வேலைக்கு போனால் தான் எல்லாமே சம்பாதித்தேன். அதுவும் இல்லைன்னும் போது கஷ்டம்.
I don't want to go for private milk because it's very costly and not we can't trust that milk. This oven is a government milk, so quality wise and then rate wise it is very cheap and good.
So you don't mind the increase?
See, everything goes on increase every year, but these people, our government is not increasing every year. Once in a while, once in 4-5 years, they are increasing. If they increase once in a year, once in 2 years, it will not be painful as.
டீ கடையில் ஒரு டீ கப்பு 5 ரூபாங்கிறது இப்போ 10 ரூபா பண்ண போகிறாங்கன்னு இப்போ சொல்லிட்டாங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சவங்க 2-3 பேர் சொல்லிட்டாங்க. பட் ஆனால் ஹோட்டல்ஸில் வந்து காஃபி வந்து 19 ரூபா இருக்குன்னா இன் ஃபியூச்சர் கண்டிப்பாக 25 ரூபாலேருந்து 27 ரூபா வச்சே ஆகணும். ஒரு கப்பு காஃபி 27 ரூபா சாப்பிடும்போது மற்ற எல்லாமே ரேட்டு ஏறும். பால் ஏறுனால மற்ற எல்லாத்துக்குமே ரேட் ஏறும்.
Same time, my salary has not gone high. So something needs to be done on that, sure, very much. Something which I buy for 22 rupees is 26 rupees now. Something has to be done. Today the boy said it's 13 rupees for the milk. Means 26 rupees. I was paying 22, 4 rupee hike. Something needs to be done on that, very much sure.
Do you plan to maybe switch to a milk powder?
No way.
But that's not all. Office goers were in for an expected jolt as bus tickets on Volvo buses went up by 15 rupees. Some even thinking of resorting to just hitching the normal MTC buses for a while now.
சில பேர் ஆஃபீஸுக்கு போகிறவங்க ஓகே நோ ப்ராப்ளம். இப்போ கூலி வேலை பார்க்குறேன்னு வச்சுங்களேன், கூலி வேலை ஒரு நாளைக்கு 30 ரூபா பஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறாங்க கூலி வேலை பார்க்குறதுக்கு. அந்த 30 ரூபா பஸ்ஸில் எல்லா கூலியும் முடிச்சுட்டு 8 ஹவர்ஸ் வந்து வீட்டுக்கு வந்துடுவாங்க, நைட்டு வீட்டுக்கு வந்துடுவாங்க. இப்போ 50 ரூபா கேட்குறாங்க. ஆனால் ஒரு நாளைக்கு கிடைக்கிறது 100 ரூபா தான் அவங்களுக்கு. அந்த 50 ரூபாய் போச்சுன்னா 50 ரூபாய் வச்சு வீட்டுக்கு குழந்தை குட்டியை வச்சு பார்க்குறது ரொம்ப ரிஸ்க்கு. அது
ரொம்ப பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆமாம், டெய்லி பஸ்ஸில் போகிறோம். இப்போ T21 பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 250 பஸ் வந்து 8 ரூபா வாங்குறாங்க. அடையார் டு பெருங்குடி வர்றதுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது.
Basically affecting me because I used to spend 10 rupees. Now we have to pay 30 to 40 rupees. It is 2 times more. They can reduce little bit.
I think it is a good move because the 2001 tariff has been modified after 10 years. So I feel it is a better way. She can contribute that amount in various sectors.
Well, joining us right now is Abhinaya from Perangudi. In fact, Abhinaya, you spoke to quite a few commuters today who were quite disappointed as they stood by bus stands. Give us a sense of the mood among these commuters you spoke to.
Well, Evelyn, we visited a lot of bus stands today and the response has been pretty varied. The daily wage labourer has to pay 50 rupees from the 30 rupees he was paying. So he definitely feels the pinch. But on the other hand, there were a lot of people who felt that this move was necessary because, as the Chief Minister pointed out in her address, this is needed in order to make up for the losses that were incurred in the previous regime. So when we visited the bus stands, there was a lot of mixed reaction. As of now, the daily wage labourer is definitely feeling the pinch.
Right. Thanks very much indeed, Abhinaya, for joining us with that quick reaction from some of the city's bus stands. In fact, with that hike today, it is going to get difficult in the days to come as well. Now, describing the hike in bus fares and milk prices by the Jayalalitha-led government as an overdose of bitter pills, the PMK today said it would hold statewide agitations next week, demanding an immediate rollback of the increase. They added that during a financial crisis, it was only natural that a bitter pill was prescribed, but that the Tamil Nadu government has resorted to an overdose, which now they say feels like poison. While rise in milk prices upset the diets of different age groups, right from children to senior citizens, the PMK's founder Dr. S. Ramadas said adding revision of bus fares was equally burdening the common man. The party is expected to hold a demonstration in front of offices of all district collectors and others on the 23rd of November. Meanwhile, the Congress party has also demanded that the hike be withdrawn immediately. Now, the second round of talks between the centre's expert panel and the Tamil Nadu government panel on the Kudamkulam nuclear plant have remained inconclusive. Representatives of villagers have said that the talks have failed as the expert panel could not allay safety concerns. They accused the expert panel of being insensitive and undermining public fear. But the expert panel has said that the plant is completely safe and that the fears are not based on scientific facts. The centre's panel had presented its response to the 50 questions raised by the panel, representing villagers opposing the plant. The almost 13,000 crore plant remains paralyzed for over a month now, following huge protests by thousands of villagers. NDTV's Sam Daniel spoke to Pushpa Narayanan, who represents villagers in the Tamil Nadu government-appointed panel. He says the panel is going with an open mind, but they demand that the expert team addresses villagers directly to allay their fears and denies they are funded by foreign organizations.
Joining me now, Mr. Pushpa Narayan, member of the state government-appointed panel. Sir, thank you so much for talking to us. Are you going with an open mind now?
We are still open to the dialogue. We are hopeful that this Last week we have expressed a lot of anxieties. We have clarified our roles and we have expressed the people's needs and the expectation of the Tamil Nadu government. So we are ready, we are open to dialogue.
The team has come out with answers for 50 questions. If they're satisfactory, will you allow the plan to come?
This is not the one-word answer question. We have asked for position papers, so we expect them that they would respond in a positive manner.
Lastly, sir, you had wanted the team to come to the community and address them directly. They say they'll only address the panel officially. How do you look at that?
Tamil Nadu government mandated that the committee should come to the people, so we expect the same.
So you want them to come to the people?
That's right. We want the panel committee to come to the people.
And lastly, there are questions raised about the funding of the protest. What do you have to say on that?
That is, everybody knows that we are open to any scrutiny. We are open. We are a people-funded struggle, so we are not afraid of anybody.
No funds from any foreign countries or any other organization?
We didn't get any fund from anybody.
Thank you very much.
Well, Chief Correspondent Sam Daniel also spoke to the convener of the central government-appointed expert committee, who says the Kudamkulam plant is absolutely safe and that it will not threaten public safety or their livelihood.
Joining me now, Dr. A.E. Muthunaigam, the convener of the expert committee. So thank you so much for talking to us. The representatives of the villagers here, they've called this meeting as a failure, sir. How was the meeting? How do you look at that?
I don't know what they told you. Okay. As far as I am concerned, we are proceeding with our mandate to allay the fears of the people. It's all. It's not that our mandate is something different. So that, in my opinion, nothing is a failure. After all, to allay the fear, today you may be satisfied. Right. Tomorrow you may get a fear, or you may get a dream, or somebody may tell you something. So I am not responsible for that. I cannot foresee that. As far as concerned, we are doing our job. We will complete it, and to the extent necessary.
You came with 50 answers for the questions they had asked last time, sir. In your view, is the plant safe for villages as well as...
Plant is very, very safe in the view of the committee. There are experts to look at it in detail, and this plant is state-of-the-art plant with a few special items added to the already existing and operating reactor. So our committee is very clear, it is very safe.
No threat for the fishermen's livelihood?
Livelihood is generally a different matter. Okay, the emissions, the discharges and everything will not affect. But if the people want, today you go to Kodangulam and see how it is, see how it was 10 years back. How much development is there, how many shops are there, how the roads are developed. So certainly, if things go well, if people understand, this whole area will become a very useful, a township it can come. People can develop. And there is already certain schemes. We are quite willing to ask the authorities to have a social responsibility also.
Lastly, sir, the government panel members, particularly those from the villages, they say that you have to come to the villages to allay public fear. Are you okay to go to the communities?
Today, I cannot go because my channel or my platform is only there. If government says I should go to a school or a college or a village or a fishing place, we are ready, we will do. See, we cannot go beyond the government mandate.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. That was Dr. Muthunaigam, the convener of the government-appointed expert committee, talking to us at Tirunelveli with camera person Chandran. Sam Daniel, Find TV.
When we come back on the headlines now, cricket and controversy are back, but stunning you this time is a blast from the 1996 semi-final past.